Hello, Elizabeth Rose here. Today we are going to be doing a yoga session specifically for cancer patients that are recovering from breast cancer post-surgery. So post-surgery, you need to make sure that you get your doctor's approval to do gentle stretches. This is a very gentle sequence. At any point, if anything doesn't feel good for your body, please listen to your body and remember to take it slow. For this practice, we are going to use one yoga block and a yoga blanket. If you don't have a yoga blanket, you can use a towel, a folded towel, or a pillow. And then we're just going to get started. So grabbing your yoga block or your pillow, we are going to place the block underneath the sits bones. We're just elevating our hips here. A lot of times when we have pain from surgery, we tend to round and protect, and we really need to open up and create that space to elongate through the spine and to really help move through the healing process. We want to be able to breathe. So sitting up really tall really helps the diaphragm to fully expand with the breath. So once you're seated, it feels like you're kind of on the edge of the block here. The pelvis is tilted forward, and look at your legs. Make sure one leg is in front of the other, and we're trying to let the knees move down towards the ground. If your low back is really tight, chances are it might look like this, and that's okay. The more you show up for yourself, the more flexible you'll become, and the more stronger you will become. So sitting up tall, let the hands rest on the thighs or the knees. We'll just take a moment to close or soften the gaze. Just checking in, noticing what you're showing up with on your mat. Holding space for yourself tenderly. And to notice the breath. As you inhale, think about lengthening through the spine. And as you exhale, start to relax the shoulders down. And to let your breath become audible, like the sound of the ocean. The waves flowing in and out. The breath flowing in and out of the nose. And then from here, we're going to let the chin drop down towards the chest. Just breathe into the back of the neck here. On the next inhale, start to slowly roll the right ear over the right shoulder. And as you exhale, bring the chin slowly down to the chest. And inhale the left ear over the left shoulder. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, right ear over the right shoulder. We'll do this 2 more breaths, 2 more times with 2 more breaths, bringing the chin down. And then eventually making your way over to the right side. So we're going to bring the right ear over the right shoulder and pause, sitting up tall. We're going to bring the left hand out to the side, so be gentle. Slowly starting to build strength back. Maybe your hands are hover, or maybe your fingers touch the ground. Soften through the shoulders. And then we'll lift the hand to a hover, begin to flex the fingers up towards the sky. Maybe over the left shoulder and pause. Bring the right fingers out to the side and breathe to the right side of the neck. Begin to lift the hand and flex the fingers towards the sky. An option to roll out the wrist. And then place the hand back on the knee and lift the head to center slowly. Good. From here we're going to come off the block. So lean forward. Remove your block and just place it over to the side of the mat. We'll just sit here for a moment, grounding through the sits bones. We're going to move into a pranayama practice called that's not what we're doing right now. We're going to do that after. We're going to do a breath technique called rhythmic breath. So for rhythmic breath, we're going to inhale through the nose at the count of 4, and then we'll exhale through the nose at the count of 5. So let's take a big inhale together. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's take 2 more, counting in your mind. As you inhale, lengthen through the spine, grow tall. As you exhale, relax the shoulders down. Last one. Alright, so for our next sequence, we're going to come onto the back. So option to come onto just your yoga mat, or if you need some extra support, you can take your yoga blanket and place it on your mat. So we'll open up the yoga blanket, and we are going to come down onto our backs. Be mindful. Remember, this is post-surgery, so you have to go slow. This too shall pass. You will heal, but you need to take it slow in the meantime. So take your time, slow and steady. Alright, so once you're on your back here, I'm just going to pause. Okay. I'm going to start off by bringing the left ankle over the right quad. Flex the foot here. Place the hand on the inner thigh, or actually, maybe for this time, just let the hands rest on the belly. If you're like really close to post-surgery, this is where you'll stay. If you're like, I think I have a little bit more strength in my arms, then you can apply that pressure. What we're focusing on here is flexing the foot towards the knee. And we want to push the knee towards the wall in front of you, right? So you're pushing the knee forward. You're going to start to feel the stretch in the hip. So breathe. Try to keep both hips on the ground. Okay. Then from here, we're going to go into a twist. So you can have your yoga block close by on the outside of your right leg. And then when you twist, you can let your left foot meet the block. Or if you want to go into a deeper twist, you can remove the block and bring the foot all the way to the ground. So we're in this twist here. Option to stay here, or slowly start to open up the arms and see how that feels. You might notice that one side is hovering because of the scar tissue. You can use your yoga block and place it underneath the arm. Relaxing the shoulders, breathe. When you're ready, we'll place the right ankle over the left quad. And we're just gonna pause here. Again, same thing, we're gonna flex the right foot towards the right knee. If you feel like you have the strength, you can apply pressure, but that might aggravate the incision, so you might just want to keep your hands on your torso here, pushing your knee towards the front, away from your shoulders. Breathe. Option to add the twist. Start to slowly bring the foot over to the side again. Option to use that yoke block to place your foot on the block. If your back is really tight. Or if you want a deeper stretch, you can let the foot move all the way to the earth. And then again, we'll open up the arms wide. If you have one arm that's hovering, you can place a block underneath it. Breathe here. To add a little bit more of a stretch, you can take your gaze to the right. And slowly start to bring it back to center. And the arms back to center. And the right foot back to the earth. And then pause. Alright, from here we're going to take our yoga block and we're going to go into a supported bridge. So you'll walk your feet so that they're right underneath the feet underneath the knees. And then we want to keep our knees in alignment as we lift up. So draw the navel towards the mat. We're flattening out the lumbar curve. We're going to lift up the hips and begin to slide the block underneath the sacrum. So you don't want the block to be just on your low back, like all the way up here, because that's really going to hurt and that's not doing what we want it to do. We're placing it right at the sacrum. So make sure there's no pinching, adjust the upper body, lengthen through the back of the neck. And then you can let the arms rest beside the body, or you can bring the hands to the torso. Breathing in, see if you can fill the belly with breath. Breathing out, let it go. And just stay here for a few more breaths. Really, if you're doing this and you have some time, you can stay in this pose for up to 3 minutes. It's totally up to you how long you stay in this pose. So just be intuitive as you move through this. I'll take one more breath here. To come out of it, you're again wanting to make sure your ankles, your feet are right underneath your knees. And then you're going to lift up the hips. Remove the yoga block, and then we'll come down one vertebra at a time, very slowly. And then once you're completely on your back, just pause. Okay. Alright, from here, we are going to take an inhale. As you exhale, draw the navel towards the spine. Inhale, lift the left arm up and over. Exhale, draw the navel towards the mat as you lower the left hand down. And we'll do the other side. Inhale, lift the right arm up. Exhale, lower. Engage the core, draw the navel to the mat. And we'll do this one more time. Inhale, left arm lifts up. You might just come to a hover here. It's nice if you have someone close to you that can kind of support you if you need help moving your arms. Maybe you're able to get it all the way to the ground. And then we're going to exhale, draw the navel to the spine, to the mat, engaging the core. Last one, inhale, right arm up and over. Exhale, draw the navel to the mat, engage the abdominal muscles. Natural end. Okay. From sequence here, we're going to move up to the wall. So for your last sequence, you can have your yoga blanket and you can fold it back up, or your towel. And then I'm going to have you find a space along the wall where you can do this pose. If you need to pause the video and find a place, go ahead and do that. But this pose that we're about to do really helps with low back pain and bringing circulation back to the legs. You might find that you have a lot of swelling happening in the ankles and the feet, and this pose really helps with that. So let's begin. We're going to bring one hip up to the wall. Remember, take your time, go slow, and then come down very slowly, little by little. Once you're on your back, you're going to bring one leg up and then the other, and then slowly start to pivot so that the upper body is in alignment with the lower body. And then start to scoot your sits bones towards the wall as close as you can get. And you might find that you're not able to get your sits bones even close to the wall. That's totally okay. But we're trying to get up as close as we can. Once you're here, if you need some more support, you can lift your hips and slide that blanket underneath. And this will feel really nice for your low back. So you choose what feels best. And then once you're here, let the arms rest beside the body or at the torso, on the torso. Lengthen through the back of the neck. And this pose is so good for so many things. There's a lot of health benefits to this pose. So we're just pausing here, breathing, letting this pose do all the work for you. The blood flow is moving back towards your heart. So good. This is one of the variations of this pose. I'm going to show you a few more and you can choose what feels best. Another variation is to bring the feet to the wall and the knees wide for a yoga squat on the wall. You can either use your hands to support you, or you can let your arms rest beside the body. Just breathe into the hips. Chances are the hips are feeling really tight. Post-surgery, a lot of overcompensation happening. Return to the breath, in through the nose, out through the nose. And then from here, we'll go into another variation. We're going to shimmy the feet in towards each other. Bring the soles of the feet together, and then let the feet kind of come as close to your hips as it feels comfortable. You can even hold on to your thighs here to prevent it from going too far, or you can push into the inner thighs to deepen the stretch. Breathe. Good. Let's take one more breath here. Again, this is always, just staying here for a short period of time, but if you want to stay here longer, this is your practice. You can stay here for up to 3 minutes, anywhere from 5 breaths to 3 minutes. So you choose. Okay, last variation, we're going to extend one leg at a time out to the side for a wide straddle pose on the wall. Just breathe. Good, let's take one more breath here. Come out of it, and then one leg at a time. space in your body, but also in